Welcome to our YouTube channel, where history's greatest mysteries come alive. If you love exploring lost worlds, unraveling ancient secrets, and diving deep into the stories that shaped humanity, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a journey into the past. Now, let's step into the sands of time and uncover the astonishing story of the Indus Valley Civilization history's most mysterious society. The sun blazed over the ancient plains, its golden light stretching across what would one day be called Pakistan and northwest India. For thousands of years, these lands kept their secrets well, hiding the traces of a civilization so advanced, so quietly remarkable, that its very existence would one day challenge everything we thought we knew about the dawn of human society. This is not the tale of conquering kings or empires built on war. It is the story of the Indus Valley Civilization, people whose legacy is written not in grand monuments or epic poems, but in the silent order of their cities, the mystery of their script, and the haunting question of their sudden disappearance. Our journey begins not with a shout, but with a whisper from the earth itself. In the early 90s, British archaeologists, digging through layers of dust and time, stumbled upon something extraordinary. It wasn't a single temple or a royal tomb, but the remains of entire cities, Harappa, and soon after, Mohenjo-Daro. These cities emerged from the ground like ghosts, their brick walls and wide streets revealing a society that was both sophisticated and strangely silent. What the archaeologists found was astonishing. The streets of Mohenjo-Daro, laid out in a perfect grid, were wide and straight, lined with two-story houses built from uniform, fired bricks. Each home had its own well and a private bathroom, connected to a city-wide drainage system that rivaled anything seen in the ancient world. This was not just basic plumbing, it was urban planning on a scale and with a precision that would not be matched for millennia. Yet, for all their order and ingenuity, the people of the Indus Valley left behind almost no trace of rulers or gods. There were no grand palaces, no towering statues, no elaborate tombs filled with treasures. Unlike the Egyptians or Mesopotamians, who carved their stories into stone and clay, the Indus people left behind only the faintest hints of their lives. Their cities were built for living, not for glorifying the dead. Step into the heart of Mohenjo-Daro, around 2500 BCE. The city hums with life. Merchants and artisans move through the streets, their footsteps echoing off the brick walls. Children play near the wells, and the air is filled with the sounds of daily life, familiar, almost modern. The people here seem to have valued equality and community. There is no evidence of a king's palace or a temple dominating the skyline. Instead, the city's energy is focused on the well-being of its people, on clean water, sanitation, and order. But who were these people? How did they achieve such unity and foresight without a powerful ruler or a priestly class? The absence of monuments and written records leaves us with more questions than answers. Were they a society of equals, a utopia ahead of its time, or did they simply organize themselves in ways we have yet to understand? Their art offers a few more clues. The pottery of the Indus Valley is elegant and practical, shaped by skilled hands, but it is the small, carved seals that truly capture the imagination. Made from steatite, these seals are decorated with images of animals, some real, some mythical, and a series of symbols that make up the mysterious Indus script. These seals were likely used to mark goods, a sign of a thriving trade network that stretched across ancient Asia. Beads made from carnelian and lapis lazuli, found thousands of miles from their source, show just how far the Indus people traded. Yet, the script on these seals remains unreadable. For over a century, Scholars have tried to unlock its secrets, but the meaning of the symbols is still lost to us. Unlike Egyptian hieroglyphs or Mesopotamian cuneiform, the Indus script has no Rosetta Stone, no bilingual text to guide us. The inscriptions are short, the language unknown. What stories might these people have told, if only we could read their words? What wisdom lies hidden in those silent marks? Among the artifacts, some stand out for their beauty and their mystery. The dancing girl of Mohenjo-Daro, a small bronze statue of a young woman, confident and alive, suggests a society that valued art and perhaps even personal freedom. There are also precise weights and measures, evidence of a complex economy and a keen sense of order. But perhaps most surprising is what is missing: weapons. Unlike other Bronze Age civilizations, the Indus cities show little sign of warfare. There are no great fortifications, no depictions of battles or armies. Did these people live in peace, or did they find other ways to protect themselves? The answer remains elusive. Then, after more than 1,000 years of prosperity, longer than the Roman Empire, the Indus Valley Civilization began to fade. Around early 90s BCE, the great cities were abandoned, trade routes fell silent, and the culture that had flourished for so long disappeared into history. Why did this happen? For many years, the leading theory was invasion. The Aryan invasion theory suggested that tribes from the north swept into the region, conquering and displacing the Indus people. This idea was fueled by the discovery of skeletons in Mohenjo-Daro, thought to be victims of violence. But new research has cast doubt on this story. The skeletons often show signs of disease, not battle, and there is little evidence of a sudden, violent end. Other explanations have emerged. Climate change is a strong possibility. The Indus Valley depended on the monsoon rains, and a shift in weather patterns could have brought drought, making it impossible to sustain large cities. Imagine the slow, painful realization as the rains failed, year after year, forcing families to leave their homes in search of water and food. Earthquakes may have played a role as well. The region is seismically active, and a series of quakes could have changed the course of rivers, flooding some areas and leaving others dry. The mighty Indus River, the lifeblood of civilization, may have shifted, stranding cities and cutting off vital resources. It's also possible that internal changes contributed to the decline. Without clear evidence of a ruling class, we can only guess at how their society was organized. Perhaps their system, so effective for centuries, eventually broke down. Maybe the cities simply became too large to manage, or the people drifted into smaller, more sustainable communities. The Indus Valley Civilization remains one of history's greatest mysteries. Their cities, their script, and their sudden disappearance challenge our understanding of the ancient world. They remind us that history is not just a record of what we know, but a puzzle filled with tantalizing gaps. The Indus people left behind a legacy of innovation, order, and perhaps peace, a legacy that still whispers to us across the ages. As we close this chapter, one question lingers. What other secrets lie buried beneath the earth, waiting for us to listen to the echoes of their past? The story of the Indus Valley is far from over. It is an invitation to keep searching, keep questioning, and keep imagining the lives of those who came before us. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of the Indus Valley, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. There are countless more stories waiting to be discovered, and together, we'll bring them back to life.